One of the trends that I've definitely seen have a huge influence on the residential design sphere is the concept of biophilia. So that's bringing the outdoors in, that we're seeing a lot more kind of earthy, warm materials and textures, a lot more mixed metals being used, again in furniture, which I'm seeing translate through to the options that we have as designers to specify sanitary ware and even kitchen products. I'm definitely seeing more people lean towards the warmer metals over the cooler kind of, the conventional chrome finishes. Another huge residential trend that we've been seeing over the last couple of years is a preference for like neotenic forms. So very sculptural, curvaceous shapes. Again, right through from like the interior architecture, so the introduction of like archways rather than kind of angular openings, through to furniture design. In bathrooms, I've actually seen quite a change in the last couple of years from kind of using conventional tiling throughout to more innovative materials like wallpaper, like waterproof wallpapers, and micro cement, which in some countries it's also known as Moroccan plaster. In our projects, we definitely see that there is a preference for concealed purely because it's cleaner and it allows for more kind of functional storage to be accommodated into the design. I think our developer clients would lean more towards the exposed for cost purposes and maintenance purposes. We're seeing a lot more clients asking us to, at a very early stage of the process, design in comfortable home office spaces for very obvious reasons. And bathrooms, for example, I'm seeing that clients tend to find them even more important than they used to be, because I think for a lot of people, the bathroom is like a sanctuary over a kind of functional space. I think the importance of bathroom design has kind of crept up in the hierarchy of the brief. One of the bathroom trends that I've seen is obviously very different here in MENA to the rest of the world, is the use of bidets and shatafs. But I've seen that it is being adopted by Europe and the US, and I think certain products like Grohe's Sensi Arena WC is a perfect example of how people can have the same luxury in a different country where they might not have necessarily the same setup or plumbing. We recently did a project in Burj Khalifa, and our client actually doesn't live there throughout the year. Similarly, a lot of other people are buying properties here in Dubai as a holiday home, and they're wanting to introduce the luxuries that were otherwise reserved to staying in a five-star hotel into the home. So using products like Grohe's smart control system in the shower. So I think people are really trying to introduce the same kind of luxuries that were otherwise reserved for when they visit a hotel. Kitchen designs also, I think, are very much inherently quite different to other parts of the world, given that we often find here that you could have, particularly in the larger or more luxury projects, we would have a front of house kitchen and a back of house or a greasy kitchen. So one where all the mess is made, and then one is more for entertaining. I'm happy to say that I think water filtration systems are becoming increasingly popular. We need to reduce the friction between purchasing a water filter system, which has obviously huge sustainable benefits for not just for the end user, but for the climate in general, or for the planet in general. But I don't feel yet that in our region it's being integrated into like the MEP design as yet, and this is something where I think we really need to educate people. So Grohe as a brand has a huge amount of brand loyalty behind it. I'd say my favorite product is Grohe Blue. I love the fact that you can just walk over to your kitchen, get your still water, your sparkling water, or your filtered water. So that's definitely my favorite Grohe product at the moment.